Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, and this is about Dead Space 3, which is a pretty awesome game. If you've played the demo, that's awesome. I don't think it's on PlayStation 3, it's on Xbox. I don't know if it's on PlayStation. Even if you haven't played it, you should go and download it, it's pretty fun. The day before, Thursday, I went up to Sydney to play the first 2 hours of Dead Space 3. So from the start to 2 hours in, roughly. And I had a blast, which is strange because I hated the first two games. It's a lot more action-y than the original two, but it's a lot more fun. So I'm going to talk mostly about the co-op, because like co-op, not corp, the co-op of Dead Space 3, because that is by far the most interesting thing to me, and I hate co-op, but this seems really cool. So before we get into that, just a little bit of things that I noticed about the game. Fucking Cord, get up there. Is that it's a lot more... It's a lot easier to play. I'm just going to come out and say it's a lot easier to play than the original two. I never ran out of ammo once, I never ran out of health packs once, I died once. And I played on normal difficulty, so it's not like I was going through on easy like I normally do. I was playing on normal. And I didn't die once. Well, I did because I stuffed up one event, but that wasn't my fault. That was the game's fault for not telling me what was going on. I mean, graphically, it looks beautiful, it sounds amazing, although wearing a Razer headset, they're alright, I don't mind them, I still prefer my Tritons, and playing on those Razer Onza controllers, oh, hate them, I hate those controllers like hell, but apparently EA's got like a deal with them, so every one of these I go to, I play on that controller. But I don't want to play the PlayStation 3 version or the Xbox version because I do not have small Japanese man hands. I have big meaty Australian hands, and my hand doesn't fit on a PlayStation 3 controller properly. But yeah, that's not even about the game. Anyway, but you guys don't care about that. And also, at these EA things, this was weird. Normally, you sit down and you play the game and it's all cool beans. This one, you sit down and you play the game and the TV was like a 42-inch Sony was like this far away. So it was... hurt my eyes, but I had a blast. These things are awesome to go to. What else about the game can I mention? The story is pretty cool. I'm not allowed to talk about it though, so I won't. What else is pretty cool? The combat's awesome. There's more enemies. You can create your own weapons with stuff that you explore the levels. You can pick up different things, schematics and stuff to make awesome new weapons or upgrade your old weapons. So that's fun. Now into the co-op. This is the camera's not fucking straight. God damn it! I always realise this like halfway through shit. Fuck it, that's good enough. Anyway, in the co-op, you play as either one of Isaac, who's the main character, or I can't remember the dude's name. But anyway, so what it is, it's co-op without being punishable to the second player. And I'm going to try and explain this to the best of my ability, and I'm going to paraphrase what the developer told us. Now, in the co-op, you play as the second. If you play as the second character, for instance, everything you do saves. So, for instance, if you're playing around and you're wandering around as the second player, if you pick up schematics, items that you can create guns with, for instance, they will save and they will be in your single player. So it's not going around picking up crap that then deletes itself or is to co-op only. That is cool. Second thing is that what the second player will see could be different from what Isaac sees or the first player sees. And what I mean by that is because the second player, I think it's something Carver, I think his name is, that has a completely different story and backstory as well, by the way, so that's a pretty interesting thing. And in the co-op, if you play as him, he's still a little bit crazy from the artifacts, or what are they called again? I can't remember what they are. Anyway, the things that make people go crazy, he's still a little bit affected by that. So for instance, an example that we were told is that all of a sudden a room will start filling with dolls, or you'll go into a room and dolls will be in there. So obviously that's going to cause a little bit of chatter between both players. Oh shit, did you see all the dolls in here? And Isaac, or the first player, won't be able to see that at all. So that's pretty interesting. A co-op I definitely thought was just an add-on that they've gone, you know what, fuck, put co-op in it. But it seems really, really awesome. I didn't get the chance to play it. I believe you can play it on the demo, so that should be fun. Don't quote me on that, I don't know, I haven't played the demo. But Dead Space 3, definitely looking forward to that when it comes out next month, I believe, so that'll be fun to play. Because I did not like the first two, but this game is pretty smooth, pretty awesome. The enemies are cool, combat is cool, seems a little bit more refined. and it's like all the pain points have gone away. I mean, I had a pretty good strategy down to a science. You always feel like you have to show off at these things because you've got people to your left and right behind you watching you sometimes, and you're like, shit, I don't want them to think I'm shit at video games. But I had a system down. I would just cut you have to dismember people to get more damage. I would cut everyone's legs off, and then there was like a horde of people without legs, or monsters without legs, crawling towards me. So I would just mash the stomp button like 10 times, and he would stomp them to death. However, the enemies now know that you do that, and then they change. And then there's certain enemies now that that they will change their completely different combat style as opposed. So if you cut their arms off, they're going to do something else. If you cut their legs off, they're going to do something else, and so forth, so on. So it's a pretty awesome game. Looking forward to it when it drops. So should you. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of Dead Space 3 of War.